Good morning, everybody. It's the Savagestacker. All right. First and foremost, like always, I'd like to thank everybody for coming by the YouTube channel. And I got something to get off the chest here. And I'll start off with this. If I had $1 for every time somebody told me not to buy gold, I would have a whole lot of dollars. I was told not to buy gold at 16, at 17, at 18, at 19. At 2000 and 2001 and now 2200. All through this whole last 5 years, I have been told not to buy gold, and by a lot of people, and even by people that were buying gold themselves. And now gold is up there. Gold is at its all-time high. We have hit all new breaking levels with gold. And yes, silver is starting to go up, and it seems like things are going to start taking off. Can it pull back? It can always pull back. People in the ETF markets love to take profits. They love to swing and jump onto other things and short the market and do all the stuff, right, to try to make money. And they try to follow wherever they're going to make a buck. So can it come back? Yes, it can. But just like normal, people tell me, don't buy gold at this price, don't buy gold at that price. And no matter what, I think as long as you don't buy gold after it just shoots straight up like it did the last couple days at its very top, I think you would be okay with still buying gold. Now, I'm going to title this video something like, is it time to have FOMO? Or is there a good time to have FOMO? If you're new and you don't know what that means, it means fear of missing out. There's been multiple times early on in my stacking, it would start going up and I go, oh man, I gotta get down there and buy some silver right now before it gets too high. And that is the consensus. That is the thinking of the whole, people buying it when it goes up, and then they end up selling when it goes down because they're afraid it's going to go much, much lower and they're going to lose their money, and not understanding it's a long-term hold. Now, in this community, we've all said many times to buy less on the way up, buy more on the way down. And I hold that true today because I always have a budget for gold and silver and for preps, and I'll get to that later. For all the, I have a budget for that. So I'm always in the market. And when I can hit it, when it's coming down, I feel always that much better about it. But usually what happens is it'll level off, I'll buy, and then it'll pull back. That's what normally happens to me and a few others. It's kind of a joke. But if I had $1 for every time somebody told me not to buy gold, I would have no gold in my stack, and I'd be missing out right now. I'd be trying to get some gold at $22.50, which is absurd. So if you're in the market for gold, I say buy it, right? But don't go all in. If you're trying to spend 10 grand, I wouldn't go buy 10 grand of gold right now. I would probably buy a little silver and maybe keep a little powder dry, or save a little cash and just hold on and see what happens a little bit. But I would divvy in different spots. I would diversify and be well-rounded is what I would do. So silver's on its rise right now too. So in my mind, I panic a little bit and I go, oh man, I got to get down there and get some more silver because it's going up. And then I thought to myself, is it a good time to have FOMO? Is there a good time to have FOMO? Should I let my emotions get the best of me and just go stack based on that? And I say no, but at the same time, you gotta remember to do things strategically. Can it go up? I think silver can go up quite a bit more. I think this year we are gonna see it go up quite a bit more. And all the things going on, all the little things, all the pretty little things, the nightmare that's happening in our world right now easily shows us that things are not stable and they're going to probably get worse before they get better. The housing market is a joke right now. It is getting worse and worse every day. People are selling. People are being forced to sell. People are, it's getting very, very crazy out there in the housing market. It's not a good time to go out there and spend a lot of money and get into a huge amount of debt, whether it be a house, a car, or whatever. It's just not a time to take out a $50,000 or $100,000. I mean, new trucks these days, $100,000. Not a good time to go and do something like that. And this is why I held off on buying a business last year with this SVB bank and all that stuff that was cracking off. My buddy bought the sister truck to the one I was going to buy. And let me tell you, he's had a rough winter. He's had to take out bank loans. He's behind on his truck payment, like all these things. And I had a feeling, I knew that it's not a good time to go get into $200,000 debt on an economy that, you know, the truck's going to be working based on how the economy is doing. And that's building houses, building roads, building, you know, infrastructure, all this different stuff. So I just knew that it was a good time to hold off. I was making decent money with my company that I work for now and on prevailing wage jobs. So I was just like, you know what, I'm doing okay. I'm not doing horrible. I'll wait this out. I'm going to wait this out and keep saving and keep stacking. So do we like stacking precious metals at these all-time highs and silver going up? Not really. Do I like seeing it go up? Absolutely. I like to see that it is capable of taking off. It does something. I get excited about it. But in reality, we don't like it to go up that much. We want to be able to get in and buy when it's low. And a lot of people out there, I see a lot of people do this and I don't know why they do this. It comes down, it gets boring, and people start trashing gold and silver. It's not doing what it's supposed to, and I would never buy that stuff. It's just a metal. Look at it, so low, like it's not an investment. It's not like, who would buy that stuff? And I hear all these comments and see all these people make these videos, and that is the time when you want to buy. You want to buy silver and gold when people are bagging on it, and it's not doing good, it's low, it's not moving, it's pulled back, it's kind of stale. That's when you want to get in. Because times like right now, when it goes up, you've already got in, and you're actually making a little bit of money, which makes it into an investment, but it's not really why we're doing this. We're doing this to try to, secure our wealth and protect ourselves down the road. Now, if you're into, investing and stuff like that, I get it. But right now, there's a lot of people scared of what they're invested in. Some of them can't get out of them, and they're losing money. So, you got to be careful and do things strategically. And with gold and silver, it's kind of a sure thing. It's like you buy it, you set it, you forget it, and just kind of hold on to it. But I see people buying when it starts going up and it gets exciting and things are moving, and then they stop buying when it goes low. And I don't know why people do that. But in reality, right now, things are so bad that I think it's probably going to continue to go up. I'm sure we'll see some profit taking and watch gold and silver pull back. But I think I'm going to go and buy some more silver today before it hits $26 an ounce, which is what I've been calling for this year. And I think that we're definitely going to hit $26 an ounce, probably 28. And who knows, it may even go up higher. So am I having a little bit of fear of missing out, a little FOMO going on? Absolutely. Is it justifiable? Absolutely. I am down for the FOMO today. And just to go get a little bit more, just a 10-ounce bar, nothing crazy. And so is there a right time to have FOMO? It just depends. It depends if it's in your budget, and and stay within budget. I wouldn't FOMO out and start maxing out my credit cards and stuff like that. I definitely wouldn't do that. But if you're still within your budget, I think sometimes there is a right time to have FOMO, and it's probably going to go up even more. It's going to follow gold. It seems like silver's been taking a week or two to follow gold, so I think we're going to see it shoot back up a little bit, and absolutely you're going to see some profit taking it come back down. But I think we're going to see it continue to rise for a while, especially all the things that are going on. There's so much stuff. Ukraine, China, Thailand, all this stuff in Israel and all the things that are going on, mobilization. France is mobilizing, turning their economy into a war economy, and I think we're going to see the same here. And if you have family that are in the military, you already know they've been sending people. People have been mobilizing for over a year now. They've been sending people out. So are they doing drafts? No. Are they doing bigger stuff and moving just hundreds of thousands of troops? No. But they are sending people and getting them in strategic places. It's been happening. I have family members that are in the military, active, and they tell me that things are going on quite a bit. A lot of training, a lot of moving parts, a lot of shipping of equipment and tanks and jets and a lot of stuff going on. So I think that with all this stuff going on, I think we're going to continue to see gold and silver do its thing. We got a lot of stuff going on with banks. We got a lot of banks selling out and going under and selling to other banks. And my wife's bank is now, it's not Bank of the West, it's BMO, and a lot of moving parts going on right now. So I think our financial system is absolutely in turmoil, and the dollar keeps rising. It keeps going up, which is crazy to me. But with inflation and the price of fuel is going up and all those things, it's our dollar's not getting better for us. Maybe in tradable goods for other countries, yes, and other countries using the dollar, buying the dollar to buy oil and all that stuff. But when it trickles down to us, we're not seeing any love. We're paying a lot of money. I go to the store a couple times a week, early in the morning, and it's always expensive. I don't ever leave out of there spending less than $50, and I don't get much food. I mean, food is really, really high right now, and it's going to go higher because oil's going back up. And I think we need to protect ourselves. And if you're in the market to buy silver, I don't think it's going to pull back significantly here in the next week or two. We're probably going to see it go up a little bit more. So in my mind, silver is at its low, even though it's going up, because I think it's going to go up more. So I'm going to go buy a little bit more silver, and I'm going to go and indulge in my FOMO. So get some more before it goes up. That's what I'm going to do. I know that a lot of us in this community really, really try to be conservative and hold back on talking about our habits, or trying to, we stick to a certain pattern, like don't buy when it's going up and buy, more when it goes down. But in all honesty, I think it's probably going to go back up, and I'm going to buy some more silver, and I'm going to go ahead and have a little FOMO right now. We'll see what happens. In a week, you guys all might be able to be like, see, I told you so. Shouldn't have bought silver. It pulled back down to $23 an ounce, which could happen. But we'll see. I'm going to go and buy me a little bit more silver, and we'll see if that FOMO is justifiable, or if I'm just crazy. We'll see what happens. So 1 10-ounce bar ain't gonna hurt the bank. If it pulls back $2, you lose $20, whatever. I made more than that on gold, so not tripping. Back to gold. Now, gold's at its all-time high. It's been at its all-time high. It keeps breaking new ground almost daily. And should we be buying gold right now? I don't know. It's never in my stacking career have I had there was a point where I go, gold's too high, I'm not going to buy none. This is the only time I've ever thought that in this last couple weeks. So probably going to hold off on the gold. I did buy that one, it was the gold version of that, the Standing Liberty, which is one of my favorite coins. And that was pricey. It was a numismatic coin, so it's I paid a little extra premium on that anyways. It's another gold purchase I made not too long ago. It's also numismatic. And but that's probably going to be it for a little while. And because finally, out of the 5 years, after all these times that people have told me not to buy gold, it's too high, too expensive, this is the only time in that 5 years that I've thought, it might be too high to buy right now. So, and that only comes from thinking it could pull back, right? So if you think it's going to pull back, why go buy it now? You can just hold on to the cash and buy it at another time. And what I've seen a lot of people do lately is they're selling their gold to buy silver, because silver has potential to take off. It really does. Am I going to sell my gold to do that? No, I won't. But one of these days when silver hits 60 to 1 on the gold to silver ratio, I will trade up for gold. Gold is the ultimate. It's, to me, what you want to be sitting on in a financial crisis. Silver is good to have. It's speculative. It can take off, but will it? Who knows? People have been waiting for it to take off for decades. So I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. I'd rather have the gold. So I'm not going to sell my gold to buy silver. I have plenty of silver. I don't need to do that. I would rather have my gold. The gold that I currently have right now is probably what I'm going to have for a while, because we're getting priced out. It's super expensive. And just think, it wasn't not even that long ago when gold was $700 an ounce. I mean, 2005, 6, 7, it was way down there, $400, $500, $600. Now look at it. It is 3 times that, over 3 times that. You got to factor in inflation and all that stuff, but still, if I do it by the ratio of my check and my budget for gold, I'm just like, wow, another $250 on an ounce of gold is really hard to justify at the moment. So first time in my stacking career, I think I'm going to hold off and listen and be like, you're probably right, not a good time to buy gold. And I'm going to buy more silver. So, all right, can I have a little FOMO today? I'm going to go buy me at least a 10-ounce bar, something generic, something cheap, just something to stack. And I did buy 31 ounces of silver last week. I bought, 41 ounces. I got one of these in, but I actually purchased it the week before. But then I ordered 2 more, and then I got another 10-ounce bar and a 1-ounce bar for my little collector's box. And so, I thought it was high then. I thought, $27 out the door. That's still a little pricey, but I mean, it's over 25, almost $26 an ounce now. So I almost gained all that premium back already on all those. So, all right, so I'm gonna go in and buy some silver today, and you guys might be able to tell me I told you so, because let's see if having FOMO works out. If not, well, I didn't spend that much. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. Remember to be prepared. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. The financial system could and can, and I don't know if it will, but it's an ugly time right now. Things could fall apart on you, and it happens that quick, just that fast. One day, everything's good, the markets are doing fine, and there's a little bit of talk out there, a little buzz going on, and things are kind of rocky, and then the next day it just falls apart. That's how quick the financial system goes. It's just a day that just falls apart. And we have a lot of identifiers of things not doing good right now. So that day could come anytime soon. So I'm a prepper. I buy a lot of food and water, and I buy things that I think will go up in price over the next couple months, just to hedge on those. So I do that as well. So if you need things and you have the budget for it, I would get those things before they go up in price. Oil has gone up, so that's going to make the price of everything go up here in the next week or two. We're going to see it go back up. So keep yourself ready, keep yourself prepared, and food, water, anything that you need non-perishable, get it while you can, and get yourself some gold and silver. If you don't have any, I say get some. ASAP. And with that, I'm not a financial advisor, so thank you, everybody. It's the Savagestacker. Remember to hit that bell icon so you get updated on my latest videos. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Savagestacker is over and out.